Has the president done enough to deserve a second term? This time on In the Loop. Do you think he deserves a second term in office?
Yes, I do.
You know, it's interesting what you say, has he done enough for the African American community? I think that any person, any African American especially, who is looking for Obama to do something for the African American community, or anybody, as a matter of fact, do anything for the African American community, I think that's ridiculous. I think at this point in history, it's up to us to do for ourselves at this point. I think that but at the same time, I do feel that he's done something for our country. And so therefore, yes, he has done for the black community. I think he's done I think he's a lot better than Bush. I think he's a lot better than a lot of the other Republican. I mean, clearly Romney is a joke. I mean, we know this.
I think he's done enough in his first term to deserve a second term.
He's done a beautiful thing, man, for his people and for everybody in the whole world, man. You know, the stuff that he has done is called a cleanup job. He was the cleanup man. People need to stop putting all the weight and everything on his shoulders when he came in office and had to clean up some stuff. They're not giving the man a fair shake and the fair amount of time it takes for him to really resurrect America.
Of course he does. I think that, once again, and I'll continue to stand on this, the cards that was dealt this particular president was like no other.
I think President Obama does deserve a second term. I think isolating the unemployment rate, which is actually lower than 8% right now, 7.8%, I think that you should frame that in the context of a whole thing of what he inherited originally when he got into office, you know, and the obstacles that he had in Congress trying to pass the jobs bill, which would have created infrastructure jobs that would have got America rolling. I think that he's on a trajectory of improving the economic situation in this country, you know, but if you try to isolate individual pieces of his job, then you don't see a whole. You're looking at it as in fragmented pieces. You got to look at him as a whole, the whole scenario. You have to look at his opponents and what they oppose. You have to scrutinize Congress a little more. People should more so scrutinize Congress than Obama. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that's got America's prosperity in hostage.
I don't think he's more concerned just being biased. I think he want to be fair. And it is a lot of pressure on him. It depends him in the corner to kind of be politically correct.
No, I think he is such an intelligent man that he's for everybody.
This guy's for everybody. He's not just for Latinos or blacks or Americans. He's for all Americans.
I think it's irrelevant and absurd to expect Obama to be the first African American president and then to come out trying to show some kind, even a inkling or hint of favor towards the African American community. He's the president of the United States and he has to take care of America in a holistic context.
Yeah, I mean, remember, he's a president and he's for everybody. You know, he doesn't need to come out wearing a kente cloth, dashiki, talking about Kwanzaa. You know, it's like, what did you expect? Like, what do you really expect from him as a black man?
To be a fair nation, you have to be part to the people in general. Everyone has to have a fair chance, period.
And I think people like Tavis Smiley, Cornel West ignore that. And maybe they want him to come out, you know what I'm saying, talking about Uhuru and all that. Then if that's the case, then they need to run. You know, I think Tavis Smiley does a great job at what he does. I think Cornel West is, you know, good at what he does as well. And I think that it's foolish of them to bully up on the president so much. Because at the end of the day, like, they're really just hating. You know, like, what does he need to do? Does he make free for every black person to go to school? It's just like, to me, it's like really silly. And so I think he's actually played it really, really well in terms of still recognizing it. But I mean, dude, he's the president. Like, come on.
He's already black. You know what I'm saying? He cannot hide that, and he's being scrutinized with a microscope, and he has to tread lightly.
For Loop21.com, I'm Matt Simon.